All right, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for our 7th New Pathways Good Dads graduation. We're so glad to have everybody here celebrating these awesome dads. Give them a round of applause. I'd like to introduce Brian Matson. Brian has done so many incredible things for Good Dads over the year. Currently, he is the pastor of Downtown Church where we are right now.
Yes, thank you, pastor and landlord. We are excited. We are happy to partner with Good Dads. They office right here. First off, we also want to say thank you to the JD Pate Trio. JD, Adam, and Landon have been entertaining us. They're great guys. And let's have an invocation. Let's lift a word to God. God, we lift this time to you in celebration, God, as we are witnessing the incredible journeys of these men as they've worked so hard and tirelessly to get where they are. And we lift this time to you as just an honor to the way that you are working in our lives so that we can go be better people going forward. We lift this time to you. It's in your son's name we pray. Amen.
All right, thank you, Brian. Please welcome up front Dr. Jennifer Baker.
Okay. I think now is the time for our graduates, right, Rhonda? Do I have that right? Okay. The moment we've been waiting for, so enjoy it. Come on. Cue the music and let's do this thing.
Welcome, graduates. Everybody may take a seat. All right, Pastor Brian Matson is a former Good Dads board member. He's a current Strong Schools captain, and he's been a supporter of Good Dads for many years. He's a husband to Jessica and the father to Jack and Dorothy, and one of his many talents is singing and playing the guitar. Please listen as Brian shares a song that he sings to his children, "You Can Always Come Home."
Yeah, this is one of our family favorites. It's called You Can Always Come Home. I think it's got a great message out there, and being a dad is my favorite thing in the world, and I know that you guys feel the same way. I love you today and I love you tomorrow. I love you as deep as the sea. I love you in joy and I love you in sorrow. You can always come home to me. There once was a man, found him a treasure, buried out under a tree. He sold all he had just to own it forever. The treasure was you see. I love you today and I love you tomorrow. I love you as deep as the sea. I love you in joy and I love you in sorrow. You can always come home to me. There once were some sheep safe on a farm. One little lamb got loose. The shepherd went out and carried it home. That little lamb was you. I love you today and I love you tomorrow. I love you as deep as the sea. I love you in joy and I love you in sorrow. You can always come home to me. I love you today and I love you tomorrow. I love you as deep as the sea. I love you in joy and I love you in sorrow. You can always come home to me. You can always come home. You can always come home. You can always come home to me.
All right, thank you, Brian. It takes many people to make New Pathways successful. From Dr. Baker's leadership, round of applause for Dr. Baker. She's the best, isn't she? Dedicated staff members, facilitators, case managers. This isn't anything that anybody can do alone. So if you are a member of the Good Dad staff, will you please stand at this time? Good Dad staff members. We also have New Pathway case managers. They are in contact with the dads at a minimum of twice a month, helping them overcome any obstacles that they face involved with being a father. We also have an incredible group of people that facilitate the classes. So if you are a case manager or a class facilitator, will you please stand? Our dedicated board members meet regularly to help us plan for the future and support the work that we do. If you are part of the board for Good Dads, will you please stand? And one person we want to recognize is a gentleman many of the dads have talked about a lot about their child support, and they've come to realize that he's on their side and he's done everything possible to be able to assist them. Please give a warm welcome to Dalen Tillman. So Damon is a child support specialist for the state of Missouri, serving dads in the New Pathways program. Very much appreciated, David. And also thank you so much to the children, the parents, and the spouses and the friends that have supported these dads on their journey, and thank you for being here today. Dr. Jennifer Baker is a founder and executive director of Good Dads. She is the wife of one, the mother of two, and grandmother of 8. Over the past 9 years, she's had the privilege of witnessing hundreds of dads succeed in the New Pathways Good Dads program. So one more time, round of applause for Dr. Jennifer Baker.
Thank you, Will. Wow, it's great to be here. It's great to be here with all of you. I was just thinking the other day about what it was like 9 years ago, and it didn't look anything like this. So thank you for the opportunity to talk to you today and to just have this celebration with you. You know, when people see you here today, it's easy for them to see the big picture, the finished product, a celebration of achievement. It's a lot like the way we look at a finished puzzle. So when we look at a puzzle, you know, we see that's all done. We see all those pieces that are put together, and we see the big picture, and it looks beautiful. Sometimes people even keep it all together, and they glue it down to a background and varnish it and hang it up in their houses. I've seen people do that. They see the big picture, and we marvel at that scenery. What we really don't understand, what we truly don't get, is all the time and energy and attention it took to make all those pieces come together to make a big, beautiful picture. What most people don't see is how it felt at the beginning when there were all those pieces all over the table. At the beginning, before much of the picture ever begins to form, we may feel like a tiny piece of something, but we're not sure what. So all of us were a lot like this small piece. I chose the 100-piece puzzle, not the 1,000-piece, but you know, in many cases we may have felt like the 1,000-piece puzzle. We wondered if it would ever make any sense. We questioned if we're in the right place or we just got mixed up in the wrong box. We doubt that our little piece could ever become anything beautiful and meaningful. That's how it often feels at the start. It feels dark, it feels uncertain, it feels questionable. But then one day, someone gives us a little hope. Somehow, in some way, we start to believe that things could be different, that what we've been through could make some sense, that our little lives could be important on a much larger scale. We start to see how our lives are intertwined with the lives of others, especially our kids. We start to understand that what we do, who we are, and what we become has a tremendous impact on the people that we love the most. We don't really see the big picture at that point, but we begin to understand that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. And so we begin to allow ourselves to become connected to other people, to care about them, and to let them care about us. We allow ourselves to be held accountable for the person we want to become, and we understand that that connection is really critical to being a whole and healthy person. Little by little, the pieces start to come together. A picture begins to form, and we begin to hope that something bigger and better and greater lies ahead of us. It was a lot like that in the early days of Good Dads. 9 years ago, there was just me sitting alone in a small room 2 blocks from here, 2 blocks west. It certainly didn't look like much. For nearly 3 years, there was not much thought it would be anything more than me and a couple of part-time helpers, but then things began to change. In 2018, 6 years ago, with some help from the state of Missouri, we started our first New Pathways class. Our very first class was at Victory Mission. Quite a few more puzzle pieces started coming together then. We added some pieces in the office. We hired some staff. We added facilitators and case managers. We added dads, just like you. Those pieces, those people, were a very important part of what began to happen. We still didn't have a lot of money, but we had enough. We occasionally had to hold paychecks, but we always eventually got paid. We were beginning to see that what we were part of was something much bigger that was happening across the region, and we wanted to see more of that picture. I'm guessing your journey has been a lot like that. At the beginning, when you came to your very first class, you weren't sure you were going to finish it. I mean, after all, it was 16 weeks. That's a long time. But after a few weeks, you got to know the other dads in your class, and you look forward to coming. It became less of something you had to do and more of something you wanted to do. And then you learned there was another class within my reach, 8 more weeks. Part of you wanted to get that weeknight back, but another part of you wondered what you would do without the guys that you had come to know. You could see how the connections you were making were helping you while you were also helping one another. And that's just been the most amazing thing. It's what you do for each other in those classes. Together, your lives were beginning to make sense. You formed a community of dads who wanted something bigger and better for themselves and their families. You came to class, you learned new skills, you worked on employment concerns, and you got more connected to your kids. As the different pieces of your life came together, a new picture started to emerge. You started getting excited about the possibilities that you were seeing for yourself and the guys in your group and your families. With Good Dads, when Good Dads began, it was a lot like that for us too. We were focused on helping fathers be more engaged with their children. That was our mission then, and it's our mission today. We could see from the beginning that when we helped dads, we also helped their kids and their families. The picture we didn't quite see then, though, was that when we helped dads, we also helped communities a lot. In fact, today, we now say we're helping kids and communities one dad at a time, because we know that when a community has a higher percentage of good dads, it's a great place to live. It's safer. Kids do better in school, and the economy is healthier. You may not have known that you were part of something that big, but you are. In short, the more good dads that we have, the better everyone else does, including moms and even kids who don't have a dad, just because there are more dads in the community. So what does that mean to you? Well, you are a critical piece of that puzzle. You absolutely are. Without you, there's a void, there's an emptiness, there's an incomplete picture. You know this personally if you grew up without a dad, as many of you did. But now you can fill in that hole for your own children. Your life helps make theirs come together in a meaningful way. But more than that, you fill a very important spot in the community. Without you, the places that we have gaps, empty places, vacancies that only responsible dads can fill. Did you know that 1 in 4 children today live in a home without their dad? 1 in 4. That makes a huge difference in their life. Some communities have very few dads at all, and most of our elementary schools have very few men in the building. So it's really hard for boys especially to know what it means to be a good man. Good Dads is looking to change those statistics, and you, all of you, are a part of that change. By completing the New Pathways program and coming here today, you're filling in the gaps in the puzzle. By being a regular part of your child's life, you're filling in the gaps in their puzzle. By continuing to talk about and demonstrate what it means to be a good dad to other dads, by telling other people about good dads, by encouraging other men to get involved with good dads, all of those things help complete the puzzle. You bring together all the little pieces into a great, big, beautiful picture. Like I said, 9 years ago, it was just me sitting alone in a little office 2 blocks from here. Today, we still have that office, but we also have the Reagan House, which is right out in front, the brick house just in front of the church. Today, we also have offices in Columbia and Kansas City. Today, we have Good Dads chapters in 10 communities outside of Springfield, and we're on track, we hope, in the next few months to add at least 5 more. Today, we have Good Dads in 22 schools and growing. Today, our puzzle isn't completed, but thanks to men like you and the people who've supported you and us, it's coming together in amazing ways. Thank you for being an essential piece of that big puzzle. We are so grateful for you. We really are. We're so thankful for your hard work and the wonderful things that have happened as a result. Thank you for allowing us to celebrate with you today. It's our celebration too. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Baker. For a dad to graduate from the New Pathways Good Dads program, he needs to complete several objectives. Complete our 2 classes, which is Good Dads 2.0 and Within My Reach. Obtain employment unless retired or disabled, or pursue a degree in higher education. Contributing to the welfare of one's child or children, which may mean paying child support. Gentlemen, congratulations. Each of you have successfully passed those objectives. So these. All right, it's time to receive your certificate of achievement. When your name is called, please come forward to receive your certificate. Philip Applegate. Philip is a father to Lily, Andrew, Abraham, and Elijah, and he's employed at Burger's Smokehouse. Congratulations. Benjamin Benton. Benjamin Benton. There he is. Benjamin is father to Braden and employed at Real Truck. Kevin Cole Jr. Kevin is father to Shaylin and Eric, and he's employed at Discover Branson. Congratulations, Kevin. Matthew Cook. Matthew is father to Pagan, Julian, Elena, Jalissa, and Matthias. He's employed at the Good Company as a materials handler and floor manager. Round of applause for Matthew Cook. Jose Frere. Jose is father to Jocelyn and Angel, and he's employed at Springfield's Victory Mission. Round of applause for Jose. I'm getting him. Kevin Cook. Kevin is father to John and Elizabeth, husband to Tina, and he's retired. Congratulations, Kevin. Jason Grimes. Jason is father to Chase, James, and Emma Jo. He's also employed at Springfield's Victory Mission. Reed Harms is unable to make it tonight. Give him a round of applause. No. Next up, we got Willie Hodges. Willie is father to Maya Louise, and he's employed at Raised Right Construction. Austin Hosmer. Austin's father to Oswald, and he's employed at Take and Pull Auto Parts. Dalton Hubble. Dalton is father to Emery, Riley, Dalton Jr., and Matson. He's husband to Jayla, and he's the owner at Precision Seamless Cutter Company. Congratulations, Dalton. Matthew Johnson. Matthew is father to Krista, and he's employed at United States Postal Service. Victor Johnson. Victor's father to Malia. Did I say that right? Malia. Husband to Christy, and he's employed at Monster Tree Service. Congratulations, Victor, and my apologies, Malia. Shane Jones. Shane is father to Sophia, Aaron, and Liam. He's employed at Ahava Fire and Chimney. Bryson Kitchens. Bryson's father to Isabella and Hudson, and he's employed at Bass Pro Warehouse in Whataburger. Should I say this right? Ross Kula. What a great hat that is. Ross is father to Jade and Royalty. He's husband to Amber. He's employed at the Missouri Department of Transportation. Jamie Lisenby. Jamie is father to Winter, Sophia, and Gabriel, and he's employed at Beatles Transmission. Congratulations, Jamie. Brian Love. Brian is father to Bryson and Perry, husband to Jamie, and he's employed at Standing by the Door Ministries. Paul Melvin. Paul is father to Paul, Layla, Pauline, and Paul. Paul, Layla, Pauline, and Paul. He's also employed at Springfield Victory Mission. Daniel Shea. Daniel's father to Aspen, Lily, and Riley. He's employed at S&L Refrigeration. Brent Skinner. Brent is father to Brentley, Adelaide, Kaylee, Nicholas, and Jagger. Employed at SNB Law Care as their general manager. Timothy Strassener. Timothy is father to Peyton, and he is employed at Springfield Victory Mission. Brian Swaffer. Brian is father to Madeline, Brentley, and Cadence, and he's employed at Wells Tire and Auto. Willie Thomas. Willie's father to Mayana and Ariana, and he's employed at Springfield Victory Mission. Willie Thomas. Cody Vader. Cody is father to Scarlett and Kimberly, and is employed at Taco Bell. Dustin Weatherman. Dustin is father to Amelia, and he is self-employed doing floor installation. Congratulations, Dustin. Amaric Winchester. Amaric is father to Gianna, and he's pursuing a degree in counseling. Round of applause for all of our graduates. Congratulations. All right, please join me in welcoming Pastor Brian for one last song.
So is this on? Can you hear me enough? Should I go louder or is it good? Okay, well, we'll call it good. So I also play in a cover band, and I'm going to play a song that I just like. I like singing, and I think you guys might know it. So if you know it and you want to sing along, feel free to do it. Well, I started out down a dirty road. Started out all alone. And the sun went down as I crossed that hill. And the town lit up. The world got still. Learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Well, the good old days may not return, and the rocks might melt, and the seas may burn. Hey, but I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Some may say life will beat you down, break your heart, and steal your crown. So I've started out for God knows where. I guess I'll know when I get there. I'm learning to fly around the clouds. What goes up must come down. Oh, I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Oh, I'm learning to fly around the clouds. What goes up, oh, it must come down. I'm learning to fly. Oh, I'm learning to fly. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. So I'm learning to fly around the clouds. Oh, I'm learning to fly. Oh, I'm learning to fly.
Oh my goodness. Staring at a picture of Jesus while listening to Tom Petty might be top 5 moments of my life. That was incredible. Man, that is awesome. Great job, Brian. Hey, before we close out a ceremony, wanted to just thank everybody's support for these good dads and give you a little bit of encouragement. When you walked in, no one was able to pick up the book of How to Be a Perfect Dad. Okay, that's not anything that they hand out, and we're all still trying to figure it out. Three things I want to take from this is there's nothing that you can do about what happened in the past. Okay, nor are you going to be able to take care of what happens tomorrow. So win each day. Focus on each day. You didn't go through this class alone either. Okay? Those times where you want to isolate, reach out to a brother, reach out to a father that you look up to, and listen to him. And lastly, all of you have fought like lions over the past several months to be here and to have this ceremony. But that's not, being a lion didn't get you in the door. It was acting like a lamb. That act of submission, wanting to be better for yourself and your family, is unbelievably admirable, and you should be very proud of yourselves. And I pray that you know when to be a lion, and more importantly, when you need to be a lamb. Journey isn't over. It's a new beginning. So continue showing these dads how truly special they are, because you are. Man, we are so, so proud of you guys. Show them with love and support. You are loved, and you have support, and you are appreciated. And walk with them in their ongoing journey as they continue to grow and be good dads. Before Brian gives his blessing, I want to remind all the graduates that we'll be taking pictures after benediction, and we have reception with food and cake and punch for you and your guests in the fellowship hall and in the basement. Please don't leave. We'd love to see all of you down there. Brian?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's my pleasure to be up here to be able to give a benediction, a good word to this group. And let me just say, you guys have started flying. Don't come down. Just keep going. You guys are doing great. I'm so proud of you. We're all so proud of you. Go and keep flying around, dads. Have a great one. Thanks for coming out.